And good evening. Welcome out to Albany as we get set for basketball season here on Albany TV. My name is Jared Rolfs. We're doing all the play-by-play with you. We'll have color analyst and cameraman for the evening, Brent Williams. Mike Atkins is on assignment for Thanksgiving weekend. He will be back hopefully for us to start out the tournament on Monday. And as we welcome you in, it's a matchup tonight here between the Lady Warriors of Albany and the Lady Blue Jays of Northeast Nodaway. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors helping you bring you tonight's broadcast tonight here on Albany TV, including BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent Stan Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Briar Patch, and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Main Street Albany, the Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Northeast Nodaway School Districts, and the Printer New Shopper located in Albany. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. And we'll welcome in our color analyst for the evening in Brett Williams. And Brett, it's a new season. Lady Warriors had a good season last year, lost in the district championship game to Nodaway Valley. Something, unfortunately, that this group of girls has faced a couple of times so far this past couple of years, coming up as a district champion runner-up in softball last year and softball this year, and then basketball last year.
Yeah, exactly. These girls seem to be right on the cusp in a couple of different sports. Got right there in softball as well. Most of these girls play softball. Lost to a tough Princeton team. But we're to the point now. A lot of these girls started off really young. We're expected to play big roles from a very young age, freshmen, sophomores. Now they're getting some more experience. It's time to start kind of putting some of that to use. We expect them to have another big year this year as well. Nodaway Valley last year was, of course, a really, really good team. But the good thing for Albany is they bring back a large part of their core from last season. Emmy Hogue, both Epperleys, and then, of course, Jaden Hilliard and Caitlin Bunker down low. Expect that to be the starting five this year. Not a super deep bench. You have the star pitcher on the softball team, McKenna Moffitt, that came out this year. That's going to be a really big addition. Got good size, athletic. She'll be huge, especially because we expected Izzy Manville to be back. She's going to be injured, at least for the start of the season. Not quite sure how long she's going to be out. And then Marley Hansel as well. That's probably as deep as your bench gets. So going to be heavy minutes for this team. Staying out of foul trouble is going to be really important.
Yeah, and last year a lot of talk was, well, there's only one senior on this team that you'll graduate. They lost a couple of other players due to different circumstances this offseason and beginning of the year, mainly Haley Wink, a starter. Jordan and Whitney Sturkis played significant minutes last year as well. So bringing in McKenna Moffitt is really going to help this year. Marley Hansel, you hope that she's gained some confidence as well throughout her softball career, kind of ventures over to the basketball court. And then also a freshman coming in, probably going to get thrust into more duties than she probably would have otherwise, will be McKinley Dodge. She does bring, again, some size off the bench, which with Bunker and Hilliard you don't really need, but foul trouble was a problem last year for those two, for the Lady Warriors. If they need her, McKinley Dodge can come in and kind of play that role for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's going to be really important, especially for the two post players. You're going to have to be disciplined on defense. You got to be smart, stay out of foul trouble. Of course, you can't always help that, but you got to stay in position. Don't get caught out of position and get put in a spot where you can commit a foul, because McKinley Dodge, has a lot of potential, got really good size right now, definitely very raw. So you would like to see the two post players play heavy minutes as much as they can. Of course, that is a lot to ask, but hey, these are the 7 to 8 girls that we've got. You got to make it work. They're playing tonight. A team in Northeast Nodaway that has 7 total girls, so again, not much depth on that side either. So that bodes well for Albany in terms of the depth.
And for Northeast Nodaway, they're missing quite a few players from their team from last year. Bailey Busby was one of their big players. She graduated. They had the 2 Flory girls that didn't start the season last year when we saw Northeast Nodaway at the beginning of the season, but were there for the Stanbury and King City tournaments. They're not on this team this year, so they're going to rely on probably at the guard play, Miley Wilmus, and then also Bristol Hicks. And then down inside, expect to see a lot of Haley Yost. She played some good minutes last year for Northeast Nodaway and is kind of their one big, but going up against Albany that does have size, and not just in their starting lineup. We talked about McKinley Dodge. She might be the tallest person on this team, so Albany does have size throughout their bench too.
Yeah, and this Northeast Nodaway team, it's not the same as last year's team, but they were solid last year. They had a mid-season coaching change, which is something very rare in high school sports. Had a couple of girls come out later after that. Albany was able to win the first game of the season last year. Had some more girls came out. Northeast Nodaway edged them out, I believe, in the Stanberry tournament.
Yep, in the championship game there.
But now this team is a lot different. Obviously, Yost was pretty solid last year, but other than that, not a whole lot of turnover from last year's team. So kind of a little bit of an unknown with this team. Again, not a lot of numbers, but if you have good numbers, as in good players, it doesn't really matter.
We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we get set for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and your Smith Prudential financial tip-off when we come back in a moment. And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set for tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Let's turn it over to public address announcer Derek Brown.
Northeast Nodaway Blue Jays and the Albany Warriors. This time, please rise, remove your hats, and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem. starters for tonight's contest. First for the visiting Blue Jays, number 10, Blair Nelson. Number 14, Miley Wilmus. Number 30, Riley Skadden. Number 32, Haley Yost. And number 34, Brianna Meyer. And now the starters for your Albany Warriors. Number 3, Emmy Hogue. Number 10, Maddox Epperly. Number 12, Kennedy Epperly. Number 13, Caitlin Bunker. And number 15, Jaden Hilliard.
So again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups for tonight. Again, for Northeast Nodaway, Blair Nelson, Miley Wilmus, Riley Skadden, Haley Yost, Brianna Meyer. For Albany, Emmy Hogue, Maddox Epperly, Kennedy Epperly, Caitlin Bunker, and Jaden Hilliard. And as we get set to tip off tonight's broadcast, remember to tip off your future retirement on the right track by contacting Smith Prudence Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And Brett, it's a first for us really here, having people that we called here on Albany TV being referees. Not too often. We have two of them, Mason Weller and Gay Jennings, both graduates of Pattonsburg, that are reffing tonight here. And the opening tip-off here is won by Albany. Emmy Hogue with the basketball, brings it across midcourt. Will try and set things up. Northeast Nodaway starts out in a 2-3 zone. Left wing for Hogue. Back up top for Maddox Epperly. Kennedy Epperly reverses it back over to Hogue on the left wing. Back up top for Maddox Epperly. Right wing for Kennedy Epperly. Albany trying to feel out this zone here to start out the ball game. They get it inside to Bunker. Now send it back out to Hogue. Her shot from three. Misses short. Rebound is pulled in here by Haley Yost.
Good defense by Northeast Nodaway there. Stayed in that 2-3. Not a whole lot of dribble penetration by Albany there. A lot of passing around on the perimeter. Got to try and get a drive.
Man-to-man, full court pressure put on here by Albany. Stolen away here by Hogue. Takes it with her right hand off glass for two.
Nice steal by Hogue. Active hands. Saw an opportunity to steal it. Gets Albany on the board quickly.
It'll be Wilmus trying to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Blue Jays. Brings it back up top, trying to get things started. Albany will stay in man-to-man here on the half court, throwing it over to the right wing. Able to pull it in that time is Meyer. Getting it inside for Yost. Goes strong at the glass, can't get it to fall. Maddox Epperly with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled here far away from the basket, as the foul is going to go against Miley Wilmus. That'll be her first, team's first.
So first, nice job by Hilliard to stay straight up on those post moves there, and then unforced foul there by Northeast Nodaway on the other end of the court.
Bunker on the baseline, sends it back up top to Hogue. Had an opportunity for three, decided to go against it. Leaves it left wing. Maddox Epperly from three. Hits nothing but the bottom of the net.
Yeah, both Epperleys do have nice shooting form. If they get hot, they can really take over a game, and Maddox hits one early.
Yost picks it up at midcourt, gives it off here to Meyer, gets it across, stolen away again here by Hogue, and she'll take it with her left hand, goes up off glass. Albany out to a quick 7-0 lead.
Yeah, 2 minutes into the game, Warriors have the Blue Jays on the ropes here, and another steal.
Steal made here by Maddox Epperly. Hilliard at the free throw line, turns, shoots, and will miss short, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, turned around and fired that one up all in one motion. Got to square your shoulders as the Blue Jays are going to call a timeout.
Quick timeout called here by Northeast Nodaway. We'll take a Petty John Odell Center timeout as well. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. And welcome back out to Albany. 5:45 left here in this opening quarter. Albany out to a quick 7-0 lead. Northeast Nodaway with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Aldo Center timeout. Meyer will inbounds here to Skadden. Gets it back to Meyer as she'll bring the ball across midcourt. Down to the baseline for Wilmus, trying to send it back inside the paint. And it gets knocked away to Yost, and she'll put it up off glass for two.
Nice job by the Blue Jays out of the timeout, getting able to break the press and get a shot at the rim.
Quick shot from three from Kennedy Epperly. Bounces off inside iron. Rebound picked up here by the Lady Blue Jays. Meyer will send it right wing for Yost. Into the corner this time for Nelson. Back up to Yost, high post. Goes up. Blocked that time by Hilliard.
A nice block there by Hilliard. Thought maybe for a second they were going to blow a whistle there, but clean block.
Kennedy Epperly, right wing three, knocks it down.
Yeah, if you're going to run a 2-3 zone, hitting a lot of threes is a way to beat that, and the Warriors have hit two here early.
And then Kennedy Epperly with the quick steal goes up, and she's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2 free throws.
A lot of times with a 2-3 zone, the three ball is the weakness of a zone defense like that, and you'll live with it. But when it becomes a problem is if the other team is hitting them at a high clip.
Yes. Foul called there against Brianna Meyer. That's her first, team's second, as Kennedy Epperly will hit the first free throw. So far, Warriors 50% from behind the three-point arc. Checking in here for Northeast Nodaway will be Bristol Hicks along with Piper Gray. Nelson and Skadden will both check out. Second free throw from Kennedy Epperly, good. 12-2, Albany up by 10. Not quite halfway through the first quarter of play. Meyer having trouble trying to get the ball in. Finally finds Yost right about midcourt. She'll bring it across. Has it up at the top of the key. Now finds Meyer behind her. She'll try and start this Lady Blue Jay offense. Trying to send it down to the baseline that time for Hicks. Stolen away. Hogue takes it with her left hand. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, that's a little bit of contact there on the arm. That's one, if you're going to foul, make sure that the ball does not get up in the air, because it was a foul, but it was very, very weak contact, and it's a tough finish there for Hogue.
That'll be the second foul on Wilma. She'll come out as Riley Skadden will check in. 3 team fouls called here against the Blue Jays here early. Hogue misses the free throw. Rebound is picked up here by Hicks and then stolen away by Hilliard. Over to left wing, Maddox Epperly, deep three, drains it.
Yeah, no hesitation, caught the pass. She was ready to shoot, got it in rhythm, and drained a really deep three, like you said.
Hicks trying to bring the ball across, gets it down to Yost on the baseline. Her shot misses off glass, or off iron. Hilliard quickly sends it up for Hogue, and she'll take it with her right hand this time, lays it in off glass.
Yeah, right now the Blue Jays are kind of getting ran out of the gym. They're getting sped up. The Warriors are making them, forcing them into a lot of mistakes here and getting a lot of points off of them.
Bringing the ball across midcourt here is Brianna Meyer. She'll have it up at the top of the key, trying to dribble inside the paint. One of the Epperly girls got their hands on it, but Meyer able to throw up the prayer and gets it answered.
Yeah, that was a tough finish. Maybe could have had a foul call on that too.
Kennedy Epperly from 3 this time. Misses off front iron. Rebound pulled in here by Bristol Hicks. And we're going to get a foul here called against the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, that's, two sides of the same coin there. You can kind of, sometimes you can get away with reaching in, but whenever you get a foul called on that side of the court, it really is not great because you're fouling on the other side of the court where they're not a threat to score.
That's the first foul against Maddox Epperly. First foul called so far here against the Lady Warriors. Ball inbounds here for Skadden. Stolen away here by Kennedy Epperly. Gets it to her sister Maddox. She'll bring it up to the top of the key, trying to set up the Lady Warrior offense. Right wing Hogue trying to send it inside for Hilliard. Goes up strong and puts it in for 2.
Nice job there. Get it inside to Hilliard. I thought maybe she could get it right back out to Hogue for a 3, but just took it up and finished through 2 or 3 Blue Jays.
Piper Gray has the ball knocked out of bounds. They're going to call it off of Kennedy Epperly. Marley Hansel along with McKenna Moffitt will check in as Bunker and Hogue both check out here for the Lady Warriors. Ball inbounds for Nelson. And she is going to be fouled here by Marley Hansel as she got to midcourt.
Yeah, you just got to turn and sprint there, beat her to the spot, get her to turn. I mean, that was just a blatant hand check right there. Pretty easy call for the ref.
Blair Nelson inbounds for the Lady Blue Jays. Gets it in here for Piper Gray. Has the pass knocked away. Picked up here by Maddox Epperly on the run. Takes it with her right hand off glass for two. Maddox Epperly out to a quick 8 points here to start out the ball game. Her team leads 23-4. 2:35 left in the first. Gray at midcourt trying to get it across. Stolen away again here by Kennedy Epperly. She goes up off glass for two.
Yeah, a lot of turnover.
Kennedy now with 7 points. And another timeout going to be called here by Northeast Nodaway. We're back after this Petty John Aldo Center timeout here on Albany TV. And welcome back out again here to Albany. 2:21 left to play here in the first quarter. 25-4. Albany out to a quick 21-point lead, 15 of which coming from the Epperly twins.
Yeah, it's a lot of steals for the Warriors right now, but they've hit some stuff in the half court as well. Both Epperlys with multiple threes.
Wilmus gets this off here for Meyer as Wilmus checks back in with two fouls. We're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Northeast Nodaway. Meyer will inbounds here for Wilmus. And gets it across here to Skadden. She'll bring the ball across midcourt, trying to get it inside, knocked around. Nelson trying to send it out to Wilmus, and it's going to go out of bounds as it hits off the referee. Maddox Epperly right wing for Hansel. Back up top to Kennedy Epperly. Left wing for Maddox. Reversing it over to the right wing for Kennedy Epperly. Inside for Hilliard on the block. She gets swarmed. She goes up and will be fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, as long as Hilliard keeps being strong with the ball, that's fine. They get the ball inside, and the whole defense just collapses in around her, so you can go in and out if it's there. But, of course, if you're going to go strong, just go strong through the contact, get the foul. That works too.
Foul goes against Hicks. That's her first, team's fourth, as Hilliard will knock down the first free throw. And the second free throw attempt here from Jaden Hilliard is good. 27-4, 1:42 left here in the first quarter. Albany with the lead, now playing a 1-2-2 zone full court pressure as this one trying to get it to Bristol Hicks just out of her reach and chases it down, but not before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Warriors just completely have control of this game right here. They're playing the pace they want to be at, and it's forcing the Blue Jays into a lot of mistakes.
Hilliard in the corner, sends it up top. Kennedy Epperly from three, misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Maddox Epperly. Back out to Kennedy Epperly. Little runner from the free throw line, misses off back iron. Kennedy goes back up again and will be fouled.
Yeah, that's frustrating for the Blue Jays. No disrespect to either Epperly, but they're not the biggest of players out there, and you give up 2 offensive rebounds, 1 to each. You got to get a body on them, box them out.
Foul goes against Brianna Meyer. That's her second, team's fifth. Albany will be shooting free throws here for the final 118 as Kennedy hits the first. Second free throw from Kennedy Epperly is good. 29-4 is the Albany lead. Gray trying to get it to Nelson, got tipped up, and finding that time Riley Skadden alone in the paint, but had to get the shot off quickly. Maddox Epperly in transition gets it to Moffitt. Shot no good, and Hilliard on the rebound is going to be fouled but she's going to go to the line for the 1-and-1.
Good look there. They found Moffitt on the weak side block. Just a little bit rushed, it looked like on the shot, but nice follow by Hilliard to come in and clean it up and get a foul.
Foul that time goes against Gray. That's her first. Hilliard misses on the backside of the iron on the first. I forgot there are no more 1-and-1s anymore. It's just straight 2 free throws. Still getting used to that rule. As Hilliard will sink the second. Ball inbounds here for Skadden. Knocked away, picked up here by Maddox Epperly. Trying to send it back out, goes through the hands of Kennedy Epperly. She'll bring it back up top to restart the offense. Hansel, right wing. Inside for Hilliard. Back out to Hansel. Her shot from 3 is good. Knocks it down.
Yeah, that's a nice pass by Hilliard. Saw the double team coming, got rid of it, and knocked it, and got a nice pass for the 3-pointer.
Another steal here by the Lady Warriors of Maddox Epperly. Goes up, can't get the shot to go, gets her own rebound. Back out to Kennedy Epperly from 3. Misses off back iron, gets her own rebound.
Yeah, a lot of offensive rebounds the Warriors are getting, especially here on these last few possessions, but they get a steal. The Blue Jays get a steal on that pass.
Yeah, Hansel's bounce pass inside was stolen away to Hilliard, and then Hilliard ends up picking up the foul. That's her first, team's third.
Yeah, not a bad look, but that kind of needed to be more toward the lane. Pass it away from the defense.
Kennedy Epperly with another steal, goes up with her left hand, misses off glass. Rebound picked up by Maddox Epperly. Her shot no good, gets her own rebound, and she'll put it up and in for 2. And another steal here by the Epperleys as Kennedy unable to get it to go in before the buzzer. 35-4, Albany out to a 31-point lead after 1 quarter of play. We're back to start the second when we come back in a moment. And it will be Albany basketball to start out the second quarter of play. Hilliard and Kennedy Epperly will start out on the bench as Hogue and Bunker will check back in. Moffitt on the right wing sends it up top for Hogue, and the pass just off the mark is going to go out of bounds here off of Albany. Referees checked to see if there was a tip. There was not.
Well, there wasn't even a whistle there. You gotta have a whistle.
Skadden with the basketball up at the top of the key here for Northeast Nodaway. Over to the right wing for Yost. Yost picks up her dribble, trying to get it to Wilmus in the corner, knocked out of bounds off the hands that time of Maddox Epperly.
Well, every pass, it seems like the Warriors are getting a hand on or almost getting to, and especially on the press, they're just really active on defense right now.
Ball inbounds, gets it back up top for Skadden. She's going to be fouled. And I believe this one's going to go against Hansel at will. That is going to be her second.
Yeah, and it's been an aggressive defensive tactic for the Warriors, and the trade-off is you got more risk for fouls.
Yost goes up strong, can't get the shot to go. Tipped out of bounds on the rebound off of Nelson. From Northeast Nodaway, that's only the 7th shot they put up. They put up 2 shots in that first quarter. They were able to knock down 2 of them. McKenna Moffitt with the basketball, left wing, sends it up top for Hansel. Right wing to Hogue. Maddox Epperly for Hansel. Inside to Bunker. Goes up strong, and she's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. No, they're going to get a travel call.
It was travel. I mean, power step, but no dribble. Wasn't just a pivot. It was a whole step.
Skadden brings the ball across midcourt for the Lady Blue Jays. Nelson up at the high post. Pass tipped away by Moffitt, picked up by Hogue. It's a 4-on-2. Hogue goes strong, puts it up off glass. Emmy Hogue got to a quick 10 points. Most of those coming off as steals in the fast break.
Nice job by Hogue. Tough finish there with the left hand, and it's now a 33-point Warrior lead.
Yost, right wing, sends it up top here for Riley Skadden. Nelson brings it down to the block and puts it in off glass for 2.
Yeah, just got to stay down, move your feet, stay in front right there. Got a nice job by Skadden to get around the defender.
Hogue over to left wing for Moffitt, into the corner. Maddox Epperly, shot from 3. Maybe held a little too long as the shot was tipped. Ends up getting her own rebound. Bunker down on the block. It gets swarmed, and there's going to be a foul called here on the floor against the Blue Jays.
Yeah, nice job once again. A little bit more movement now from the Warriors. Have some cutting actions, trying to get the ball inside there. Nice job to get the ball into Bunker and draw foul.
Foul goes against Nelson, her first. Team's first as well. Trying to get it into Maddox Epperly in the corner. She'll have it on the right wing, up top for Hogue. Moffitt to Hansel. Up top for Maddox Epperly. Right wing to Moffitt. Bunker down low. Trying to send it cross court for Maddox Epperly. The pass kind of took her out of a shot. Moffitt back up top for Epperly. Left wing for Hansel. Into the corner for Hogue. Bunker trying to send it back out. Moffitt top of the key, back over to Maddox Epperly, right wing. Northeast Nodaway has kind of ramped up a little bit more pressure on this 2-3 zone. So they get it down to Moffitt on the block. She'll send it across, finds Hogue, shot from 3. Bounces away, rebound picked up here by Meyer.
A lot of ball movement, but the Warriors still have yet to really get a dribble drive. I mean, they're just waiting for the inside to open up, and you got to get some dribble drives and penetration as well.
Shot from 3 that time from Bristol Hicks, misses short and goes out of bounds here off of Nelson on the rebound.
I think Nelson thought that maybe she got fouled there, but let the ball kind of go, but no call.
Maddox Epperly will send it right wing here for Hogue to Hansel. Moffitt back over to the right wing for Maddox Epperly. Sending it across for Hansel. Maddox Epperly left wing finds Moffitt down on the baseline. Her shot is long. Rebound is pulled in here by Nelson.
Tough angle to make a shot from there. You just can't. The backboard is a non-factor right there. Just a tough angle there for Moffitt, and it just sails over the rim.
Riley Skadden gets us off to Yost up the high post. Moffitt falls down as Nelson puts it up and in for 2 from the block. Maddox Epperly over to the right wing for Hansel. Inside to Bunker on the block. Her shot long. Rebound pulled in by Northeast Nodaway. Brett, you're kind of seeing a little bit with this line that the ball sticks a little bit more, and therefore that zone's able to kind of get back into place.
Yeah, when they get inside, I mean, your post players have to have some post moves. Make a move to the basket. Don't fade away. Go to the rim, and that really increases your chances of finishing.
Foul goes against Moffitt, her first, team second. She'll come out along with Maddox Epperly as Hilliard and Kennedy Epperly check back in.
And again, they haven't really tried to drive from the perimeter yet. It's just a lot of passing out on the perimeter, and it's working right now, but they got to try and get some penetration.
Pass tipped on the inbounds, picked up by Hilliard. She'll give it off to Hogue, over to the right wing for Hansel. And if she would have looked up, she had a wide open lane, dribble drive to the basket. As she gets it to Bunker inside, goes up and puts it in for two.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly when you have the chances, you got to take them because they don't come all the time. You got to be a threat to do multiple things.
3:10 left to go here in the second quarter. 39-8 Albany with the lead. Nelson goes up, has it partially blocked by Hilliard, and goes out of bounds here off of Northeast Nodaway on the rebound.
Not a bad shot there by Nelson. Just couldn't quite get a finish there. Was able to get by Bunker on a drive, but again, just couldn't finish.
Right wing with it for Hansel, into the corner for Hogue. Inside to Hilliard. Goes up strong off glass for two. Faked one way, reverses and rolls the other. 41-8 Warriors lead. 2:45 left to go here in the opening half.
Yeah, that was a good move by Hilliard. Got the defense on one side and was able to clear a nice lane for herself to finish through the contact.
Yost is going to be called for the travel as she tried to go up strong against Hilliard. Wilmus will check back in here for Northeast Nodaway.
Yeah, everything is just really rushed right now for Northeast Nodaway.
Hansel into the corner here for Kennedy Epperly. Finds Bunker down on the block. Her shot is up and good for two. That was from a tough angle, kind of behind the backboard a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you get kind of underneath the backboard, it's hard to use it, and she didn't. Just used it, got all net there.
Shot from three from Gray. He misses off iron, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Nelson. Hogue to bring the ball across over to left wing for Hansel. High post for Hilliard, right wing to Kennedy Epperly. Back to Hansel, left wing to Hogue. She'll drive baseline. Stops, puts up the jumper, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled in by Wilmus.
Well, there, nice job by Hogue. She caught the pass, immediately tried to get to the rim. Just kind of let that shot sail over the rim.
Top of the key here for Hicks. Down to Skadden. She'll bring baseline. Has it tipped away to Nelson. Her shot is up and good for two.
Good pass there. Nice job, way to keep your head up. Found Nelson pretty open. Got a good shot.
Nelson has 6 of the 10 points so far here for Northeast Nodaway. Hilliard up at the high post. Spins inside the paint, and she's going to be called for the travel. McKinley Dodge will check in along with Maddox Epperly as Hansel and Bunker will sit. Checking back in will be Yost here for Nelson. Meyer to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Blue Jays. 1:15 left to go in the second quarter. She'll have it right wing and gets this one off here for Hicks on the baseline. Trying to send it inside for Yost. Well guarded by Hilliard. Can't get the shot to go. Hilliard with the rebound. Hogue on a 3-on-2. Tries to go up. Has it knocked away off the hands of Miley Wilmus.
Yeah, the Warriors didn't really have numbers there, especially Hogue. 2 defenders on her. It's tough to finish through that. Just kind of.
She went on a 1-on-2, but had 2 players right behind her that she could have passed off to if she needed. They're going to get a 5-second call here on the inbounds as Kennedy Epperly having a hard time trying to get the ball inbounds that time.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they ran that play right either. Dodge and Hilliard are pretty much standing in the same spot.
Meyer with the basketball, top of the key. Sends it into the corner this time now for Hicks. Back up to Meyer, top of the key. Into the corner now for Yost. Her shot with her foot on the line, no good. Rebound pulled in here by Epperly. Maddox Epperly, top of the key, over to the right wing for Hogue. Kennedy Epperly, left wing for Maddox. Inside to Hilliard. She goes up strong off glass for 2. Hilliard now with 9 points in the ball game.
Yeah, you talk about the size advantage, and right now, most of the time, Hilliard's just catching the ball, doing a power dribble, going straight up, using her size to her advantage.
Yost goes up. She's going to be called for a travel. And if not, I believe Hilliard is going to be called for a foul. Kind of went into that swatting motion that got called for a lot of fouls last season.
Yeah, and that's what you got to be careful of. You cannot. The swatting is what will get you more often than not.
Maddox Zepperly picks up the basketball over to the right wing for Kennedy. Deep three. Misses off iron. Hogue on the rebound. Had an opportunity to put it back up, but tried to dribble. Could not get the shot off before the buzzer. 45-10. Albany with a 35-point lead here at the half. Brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Your halftime on Albany TV is brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Your Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV. And welcome back out again here to Albany, where the Lady Warriors hold a 45-10 lead here over Northeast Nodaway here at the half. Again, let's take a look here at the stats from the ball game for Albany. They're shooting 17 for 36 from the field, 4 for 12 from behind the three-point arc, 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Led in scoring at the moment by Emmy Hogue and Maddox Epperly, each with 10 points, 9 points so far for Kennedy Epperly and Jaden Hilliard, 4 points on the night for Caitlin Bunker, 3 points for Marley Hansel. For Northeast Nodaway, they're shooting 5 for 15 from the field, 0 for 2 from behind the three-point arc. Did not attempt a free throw in that first half. They're led in scoring by Blair Nelson with 6 points, 2 points for Haley Yost, 2 points for Brianna Meyer. And Brett, it was a lot of steals and tough defense in that first quarter for Albany that really kind of got them out to that 35-4 lead, and they really kind of haven't looked back since.
Yeah, it's been all Albany pretty much from the opening possession. They had the opening possession was like probably 30 seconds, and then 2 minutes into the game they were up like 15-0.
And on that first possession they didn't score.
Yeah, so I mean it was just like we needed one possession to kind of get into the game, and then we just totally turned it on. So, but yeah, like you said, the press has really given the Northeast Nodaway a lot of trouble. there at the end of the first quarter especially, there was like 2 or 3 possessions in a row where they tried to get it in, and Albany was able to jump the pass and get a steal because a Blue Jay wasn't coming back to the ball. They were just standing there waiting on it. And the Warriors have been very aggressive in this game in the passing lanes and on the ball handler. So you're going to have to, especially on those passes, you have to come to the ball and make sure that they can't jump those passing lanes. In that same vein, everything is just rushed for Northeast Nodaway right now. Albany's really got them rushing everything. They're not in control on the dribble. They might break the press, and then they get a good shot, and that's rushed, and they can't quite hit it. Defensively, it's 45-10, so, they're not really playing great. But defensively, they've had some possessions where they've at least kept the Warriors from getting it in right away, but they just need to stop turning it over so much. The Warriors have gotten a ton of.
Well, and I would even say their defense has done pretty well. Most of the points for the Lady Warriors have come off of steals and turnovers, fast break points. I mean, Emmy Hogue has 10 points. I'm pretty sure almost all of them come from fast break. Maddox Epperly, Kennedy Epperly with 10 and 9 respectively. A lot of those coming off fast breaks, too. They have knocked down a couple of threes as well. But I'd say most of their points are coming off of the fast break.
Yeah, and you're right. You have to the Warriors do have probably maybe half their points off of fast break opportunities. And in the half court, they do have the size advantage, and they've taken advantage of that as well. But really, what the Blue Jays have got to do is just kind of slow down on offense. You can't get panicked. You're down 35, so very low chance of coming back. But if you can maybe win one of these quarters, maybe win the half, you could take something into the next game. You just have to slow down the pace. The Warriors want to run you out of the gym. Right now they are. They are just getting up and down the court over and over and over again. You got to slow down this pace. Try and get it to how you want to play. Get in a half-court offense. Try and get some good shots. But if the Warriors continue to get steals, they continue to speed up the Blue Jays, it's going to be a long second half, just like it was a long first half.
We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start second half action. It'll be Northeast Nodaway basketball as we start out the second half of play. They will bring back out Brianna Meyer, Blair Nelson, along with Miley Wilmus, Haley Yost, and Riley Skadden. Albany will bring back out their original starters as well. Emmy Hogue, Maddox Epperly, Kennedy Epperly, Caitlin Bunkert, and Jaden Hilliard. Wilmus with the basketball on the left wing, gets it up top for Meyer. A little bit of a trap defense there to start for the Lady Warriors. Nelson, right wing, trying to get it down to Wilmus, and Bunker reaches up and steals it away. Her pass a little too tall, gets stolen away. Skadden goes up, can't get the shot to fall. Bunker for Kennedy Epperly now. She'll drive, takes it herself all the way to the glass, can't get it to go. Hilliard is going to have a forced tie-up, and the jump ball will stay here with Albany. Kennedy Epperly to inbounds. Hogue in the corner, up top for Maddox Epperly. Back to the right wing for Kennedy, up top again for Emmy. Bunker up top for Kennedy Epperly, right wing to Maddox Epperly. Cross court for Kennedy. Goes back door, baseline. She's going to be fouled. Who's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Nice job by Kennedy there. Just go straight to the rim, go to the contact. A lot of times players will be more focused on selling the foul than trying to make the shot. Just go strong to the rim. Most of the time you'll get a call. Not always, but at least in that situation you've done all that you could do. Whenever you're going weak to the rim trying to sell the foul, you're very rarely going to get a call.
Haley Yost was called for that foul. That was her first, as Kennedy Epperly hits her first free throw. Knocks down the second as well. It's a 47-10 Albany lead here 45 seconds into the third quarter. Skadden has the ball stolen away by Kennedy Epperly. Quickly gets it out to her sister Maddox with her left hand. Too strong. Hogue there, too strong. And then it's going to be picked up here by Yost.
Yeah, 2 opportunities that the Warriors should have made there.
Another steal here by the Lady Warriors. But Kennedy Epperly is going to be on the out-of-bounds line, and it's going to give it right back to the Lady Blue Jays.
Yeah, Warriors right now, they kind of look like they're trying to push things a little bit too hard now. Just things are a little bit too rushed for them now.
Maddox Epperly gets the block. Bunker for Kennedy Epperly to Maddox Epperly. Goes up, lays it off glass for 2.
Yeah, that was a nice job in transition. Nice job by Epperly to set herself, take her 2 steps, collect herself, and nice touch on the glass.
Miley Wilmus shot from 3, misses off back iron. Emmy Hogue pulls in the rebound. And Lady Blue Jays try and go a little bit of full court pressure as Kennedy Epperly from 3 misses off back iron. Bunker on the rebound. Goes up strong. She'll miss off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Yost. Meyer's shot goes up, no good. Rebound pulled in by Yost. Goes up, can't get it to fall. Hilliard on the rebound. In transition, Hogue with her left hand goes strong. She'll leave it short. Rebound pulled in by Northeast Nodaway.
Now, suddenly in the third quarter, the Warriors just can't finish. They really didn't have that problem in the first half, but they've missed a lot of shots they should make in the third quarter.
Skadden, her shot from 3 misses off inside iron. Rebound pulled in by Maddox Epperly. Quickly up for Kennedy Epperly. She'll go up, and she's going to be fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Miley Wilmus is going to be called on the foul.
Yeah, nice job by Epperly there, and the Blue Jays just got out-hustled down the court that time. I mean, Kennedy had several steps on everyone.
And good job for Maddox looking up and noticing an open teammate.
Yeah. Again, just 7 players for Northeast Nodaway, but you gotta be getting up and down the court. That's how the Warriors want to play. You cannot be getting out-hustled.
Yost and Wilmus will check out. Checking back in will be Hicks and Gray, as Kennedy Epperly able to knock down both free throws. Gives her now 13 points in the ball game. Skadden to bring the ball across midcourt here for Northeast Nodaway. Loses it off of, I believe it was Emmy Hogue, and then goes out of bounds. Ball will stay here with Northeast Nodaway with 5:15 left here in the third. McKenna Moffitt will check in here for Maddox Epperly. Gray will inbounds here for Nelson. Her shot inside the paint, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. And then she will be fouled by Bunker and will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, she was fine. She started out fine. Hands are straight up, and hands came down. And most of the time, if there's contact on the arm, on the shoulder, any area, they're going to call a foul on that. It just looks like a foul. They're going to call it.
Foul goes against Bunker, her first. Team's first of the half. Nelson misses the first free throw. And hits the second. 51-11. It's a 40-point Albany lead. It's Albany basketball. I don't know why. I said Northeast Nodaway tried inbounds in the basketball. Albany got confused. They were starting to run the clock like how many seconds to inbounds, and I think it kind of threw everybody off there.
Yeah.
Still early in the season for everybody. Emmy Hogue over the left wing for McKenna Moffitt. Up top for Kennedy Epperly. Right wing to Hogue. Inside for Hilliard. She gets swarmed, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Bunker tips it around, gets her own gets it up. No good. Hilliard goes up strong, can't get it to fall. Another rebound for Hilliard. Out for Kennedy Epperly from three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in this time here by Bristol Hicks.
Yeah, and Hilliard again tried to go through three people. It's just tough to go through all that contact.
Hogue on the steal. Takes it herself. Leaves it short off iron. And then picking up the foul. Here's going to be Kennedy Epperly away from the basket. That'll be her first, team's second.
Yeah, the field goal percentage for the Warriors has dropped dramatically here in this quarter. They've missed so many shots, and many of them they should be making.
They were at 47% at half. They're at 37.5% now here in the third, midway through the third quarter. Hicks at the high post, gets it down to Nelson. Her shot no good. As it was tipped there by Hilliard, jump ball stays with Northeast Nodaway. Gray inbounds for Nelson, baseline, misses short off iron. And I don't know if they're going to call jump ball or not. It's at Northeast Nodaway. I thought was out of bounds trying to reach for it, but they are going to call jump ball. It will go to Albany. Left wing for Kennedy Epperly. Up top for Moffitt. Inside to Hilliard. Goes up strong off glass for two.
Yeah, good decision there by Hilliard. That time the defense collapsed a little bit, but not all the way in, and she was able to just go straight to the rim and finish over one player.
Over to the right wing. Hicks puts up the shot, misses short. Hilliard on the rebound.
Yeah, rushed that one. Hicks kind of just threw that one at the rim there. Didn't really give it much of a chance.
Kennedy Epperly left wing, down for Bunker on the baseline. Her shot misses as it rolls out of the iron. Rebound picked up by Skadden.
Not a bad shot. A good look from the short corner. Bunker just couldn't quite get it to fall.
Hicks down to Nelson on the baseline. Sends it back out top for Meyer. Has it stripped away. Picked up by Moffitt. Out for Kennedy Epperly. She'll take it with her left hand off glass for two.
Yeah, more often than not, it's an Albany Warrior that's beating the rest of everyone else down the floor.
We're going to have a timeout called here by Northeast Nod. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helping smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair?
Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. 3:05 left in the third, 55-11. Albany leads. Northeast Nodaway with the basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Skadden will bring the ball across midcourt here for Northeast Nodaway. Sends over to the right wing to Gray. Trying to get it inside to Yost. Knocked away that time off of Albany. Dodge checked in during that last timeout, as did Maddox Epperly, with Kennedy Epperly and Hilliard both checking out. Get out of bounds again here off of Albany. Stays with Northeast Nodaway. Ball inbounds for Meyer on the right wing. Sends it back up top for Gray. Albany back into a man-to-man defense. Meyer shot from the baseline, no good. Moffitt on the rebound, quickly gets it ahead here for Maddox Epperly in transition, and she will lose it out of bounds.
Well, on the possession for the Blue Jays, there's a good cut there by Meyer, and it was a good look. Just couldn't quite get it to go, but that's the kind of shot they want to get.
Trying to get it inside to the high post, tipped away that time by Moffitt. Then a foul going to be called here against the Lady Warriors, and they're going to get the foul called here against Hansel. That will be her third, team's third as well. Checking in here for the first time tonight, and her first varsity minutes will be Katie Yoakum as the freshman checks in. Yost, opposite side. Hicks all alone, gets it to fall in off glass.
Yeah, Dodge got a little lost out there, and again, we're starting to see some of the young players get in a little bit. We expect some more mistakes as they continue to learn.
Yeah, so Ferguson, the only one so far that hasn't come into play yet for Albany, but figure she'll come in shortly as Dodge misses. Rebound picked up, though, by Maddox Epperly. Moffitt with it on the right wing, up top for Hansel. Over to left wing. Maddox Epperly, open three, drains it.
Defense is just a little bit too slow to rotate. It's been a while since we've seen the Warriors hit a three, but a big one right there. Again, defense just a little bit slow.
Shot from three, that time no good. Off the hands of Piper Gray, quickly trying to get it out for Hansel. It's going to go out of bounds off of Hicks. And now, as we talked about, Ferguson will check in here for Maddox Epperly. And Albany will have in their bench in as their last five, as Nelson will check in here for Meyer. So it'll be Hansel, Yoakum, Ferguson, Moffitt, and Dodge. Hansel inbounds here for Dodge. Up top to Ferguson, right wing to Moffitt. Hansel top of the key. Shot from three. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Yoakum, and then stolen away here by Hicks.
Good rebound by Yoakum. Just got to be a little bit stronger with the ball. Ball goes up to your head. It's easier to steal. Just be a little bit stronger, chin that thing.
Over to left wing for Nilsson. Down to Yost on the baseline. Can't get the shot to fall. Goes off the hands that time of Northeast Nodaway. Not certain about that. I think it kind of probably went off the hands of McKinley Dodge, but
that was definitely off of McKinley Dodge.
.105 left here in the third quarter. 58-13, Albany with the lead. Left wing, Moffitt. Up top for Ferguson. Right wing again to Hansel. Back up. Moffitt dribbles, and she's going to be tripped up and be fouled on the drive.
Yeah, nice drive by Moffitt there. Defense just a little bit slow to move. Didn't Skadden right there, not moving her feet, not staying in front.
That'll be the first foul against Skadden, third team foul. Ball inbounds here for Moffitt. Over to the right wing for Hansel. Back up top for Moffitt, left wing to Ferguson. Hansel drives, leaves it out for Moffitt, right wing. Ferguson left wing for Moffitt. Drives. Goes up strong. Puts it up off glass for 2.
Yep, nice drive there by Moffitt. Baseline drive there. Finished through a little bit of contact to get the Warriors to 60.
23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Trying to get it inside to Hicks. Picked up here by Dodge. Tying it up here is going to be Yost. Jump ball will stay here with Northeast Nodaway.
Yeah, again, this is something that Dodge will hopefully learn on a rebound. Got to be strong with the ball. Can't put it down to your hip. Got to chin that thing.
Yost can't get the shot to go. Yoakum. And Dodge and Yost again will fight for the rebound. And the jump ball this time is going to go to Albany. Ten seconds left here in the quarter as Hansel brings the ball across midcourt. Left wing for Moffitt. Shot from 3. Misses off iron. Ball rolling around on the floor. Moffitt can't get the shot off. And after 3 quarters of play, Albany leads 60-13. We'll be back with a running clock fourth quarter when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents and Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we start the fourth quarter of play. It will be Northeast Nodaway basketball to start out the fourth quarter. Ball tipped and almost stolen away by Ferguson off the inbounds to start out the fourth quarter. Trying to get up to Yost. Dribbles. And she's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And that'll take some time off the clock as the foul is going to go against Blair Ferguson. That'll be her first, team's first of the quarter.
Yeah, Yost caught the ball in the high post, went right at McKinley Dodge there, and Ferguson slid over to help and gets a foul call. 2 free throws for Yost.
And Yost will sink the first free throw. And this alone is going to knock off about 45 seconds here in this fourth quarter with the running clock. Second free throw attempt from Yost is good. Marley Hansel to bring the ball across midcourt over to the right wing for Ferguson, and the pass to Dodge behind her, and it's going to go out of bounds. She saw somebody flashing down the court, didn't quite see exactly who it was before she let it go. Blair Nelson trying to go back door, this time to Gray. She gets it off for Yost. She's going to be fouled. It's going to go to line to shoot 2. And McKinley Dodge that time is going to be called for her first personal. Team second. And Yost again will go to the free throw line. And Yost is able to sink the first. Skadden and Gray will check out. Wilmus and Nelson will check back in. Second free throw from Yost. Misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Moffitt. And a double dribble going to be called here against McKenna Moffitt.
Yeah, Moffitt just a little bit of rust and knock off. Been a couple of years since she's played basketball.
So she was She played a little bit her freshman year, but really last significant playing time came as an 8th grader as the shot from Yost goes up and then rolls out. And we're going to get a jump ball. Rebound pulled in by McKinley Dodge. And Dodge and Yost kind of going at a little bit here in the fourth quarter.
A little bit of physicality here in the fourth quarter.
Yoakum on the baseline out to Moffitt. Up top for Ferguson. Trying to go left wing for Moffitt. Stolen away here by Meyer. Goes up, puts it up off glass for 2.
Yeah, they had the reversal open. Not quite sure why Ferguson decided to go back where it came from.
Ferguson back up top for Hansel. Trying to get it into Dodge. Goes off the foot of Dodge out of bounds. 4:40 left to play here in the fourth. 60-18. Albany with the lead. Albany still looking for their first points here in the fourth quarter. As Northeast Nodaway out to a 5-0 scoring run to start. Is Moffitt going to be called here for the foul? That will be her second, team's third. Last time we were in a bonus situation was back in the first quarter against Northeast Nodaway. We could see a bonus situation here in a running clock fourth quarter against the Lady Warriors. As Nelson sinks the first free throw. Second shot from Nelson is good. 60-20, Albany still ahead by 40 halfway through the fourth quarter. Marley Hansel over to the right wing for Ferguson. High post for Yoakum. Up top to Moffitt, left wing. Hansel. Trying to get it back up top for Ferguson, over to the right wing to Moffitt. High post for Yoakum. Turns around, puts up the shot just off the mark. Rebound pulled in by Nelson.
Yeah, got the ball at the high post. You got to turn and face. The defense was there, and Yoakum just didn't see him. Kind of just turned and shot that all in one motion.
Pass knocked away that time off the hands of McKenna Moffitt as Wilmus tried to get it into Nelson. 3 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Wilmus to inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays. Myers shot from the baseline, bounces out. Nelson on the rebound, can't get the shot to fall. And we're going to get a foul called here against Ferguson on the floor.
Yeah, every shot you got to find somebody and box them out. Can't just turn and watch the rim. Got to get a body on somebody.
That's the second foul against Ferguson with 2:30 left to play here in the fourth. Next one will put Northeast Nodaway at the line. Ferguson trying to come away with the steal, ends up tying the ball up. Jump ball stays here with Northeast Nodaway. Wilmus will inbounds here for the Lady Blue Jays with 2:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Inbounds for Hicks. Trying to get it into Yost. They're going to get the foul on the reach in against Dodge. And that is going to put Yost at the line for 2 free throws as the 5th foul here against the Lady Warriors. And for the second quarter, we have a bonus situation. The first and then the running clock fourth. First free throw from Yost. Bounces off front iron, rolls around, then finally falls in. Yost now with 6 points in the ball game, all coming from the free throw line. I take that back. She did have one bucket from the field. Rebound pulled in here by Ferguson. It's a 39-point Albany lead. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Moffitt right wing. To Yoka back into the corner. Shot from 3 from Hansel. Misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Nelson.
Well, he got it in and out. Got a nice open look for 3. It's not a bad look for the Warriors.
Hicks with the basketball in the corner, trying to send it inside. Stolen away here by Dodge. Gets it now for Hansel. Hansel right wing up top for Ferguson. Left wing to Moffitt. Back up top to Hansel. Shot from 3. Rolls out. Dodge on the putback. No good as it bounces around. Wilmus tracks down the long rebound. Couldn't quite control the basketball. She'll pull it back out up top for Nelson. She'll drive. Goes open lane all the way to the basket. Knocks it in for 2. Right wing for Moffitt into the corner. Now for Hansel. For the Lady Warriors, they can hold this out if they want to. Up top for Ferguson. Trying to send it inside. Stolen away by Nelson. That's going to do it. 60-23 is the final as Albany goes to 1-0 on the season. And we will be back with our BTC Bank postgame when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Every achievement deserves to be celebrated, and at Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, Missouri, we've got just the way to do it. From sports trophies and plaques to corporate awards and personalized gifts, we make every milestone memorable. Whether it's honoring a team, recognizing excellence, or saying thank you, Winner's Circle delivers top quality awards with fast, friendly service. Celebrate success the right way. Stop by Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. And welcome back out again here to Albany as the Lady Warriors come away victorious by a final score of 60-23 tonight here over Northeast Nodaway. They go to 1-0 on the season before they start tournament play here in Albany next week as the 1 seed. And let's go ahead and take a look at the stats from the ball game here during our BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, here for good. So taking a look at the stats, Albany shoots 22 for 60 from the field tonight, 5 for 19 from behind the three-point arc, 11 for 13 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by the 2 Epperly twins, each with 15 points on the night. Jaden Hilliard with 11 points, Emmy Hogue with 10 points. 4 points a night for Caitlin Bunker, 3 points a night for Marley Hansel, 2 points on the night for McKenna Moffitt. For Northeast Nodaway, they shoot 8 for 33 from the field tonight, 0 for 5 from behind the three-point arc, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring by Blair Nelson with 11 points, 6 points for Haley Yost, 4 points for Brianna Meyer, 2 points for Bristol Hicks.
Yeah, it was complete and total control for the Warriors throughout the game. They came out with a press defense, full court from the very get-go, and Northeast Nodaway just didn't quite have an answer for it. First half, the Warriors just totally had them out of control, a lot of turnovers, and the Warriors were able to finish a lot of shots on fast breaks. Third quarter, that kind of went away a little bit. You hope to see the Warriors looking more like the first half team and the second half team going throughout the rest of the season because the third quarter really especially missed a lot of gimmies, a lot of buckets they should have made. But overall, you'll take a 60-23 win, especially on the first game of the season. Sometimes the first game can come out kind of slow. The Warriors did not. It was a 20-point lead in the blink of an eye. So good win tonight for the Warriors as they head into the Albany tournament next week whenever they are the 1 seed.
Yeah, and tonight our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards player of the game was a tough decision tonight. Both Epperly twins played a really great game. Emmy Hogue played a great game. Jaden Hilliard, again, found ways to make buckets inside, plus pick up some big rebounds. But tonight really kind of was the 2 Epperly twins. They both had a lot of steals. Both made led the team in points with 15. Kind of came down to the shooting percentage tonight. Maddox Epperly goes 6 for 10 from the field tonight. A little bit better than her sister, so she is going to be tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game.
Yeah, I mean, 15 points, 60% shooting from the field. I mean, especially from as a guard.
Yes.
60%.
And 50% from behind the three-point arc as well.
Yeah, 60% is a really high clip because a lot of your shots are coming from the outside, not as many right at the rim. So, yeah, really high percentage, 15 points. She was one of many Warrior players who played well tonight. Again, you score 60 points. It was a complete team effort, and you're hoping to see more of that as the season progresses, and especially next week in the Albany tournament.
Yes. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Hope you bring you tonight's broadcast. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany and the Albany Hy-Vee. Smith Insurance at Smith Prudential in Albany. Shelter Insurance Agent Sam Phillips in Albany. Johnson Controls. The Briar Patch on the West Side Square in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. Sublime Formal Wear in Albany. East Fork Lodge Legacy Event Center. Papa's Family Restaurant. Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC. JC Designs in Albany. B&B Barbecue. Lone Star Investments on the Square in Albany. The City of Albany. Williams Construction. Main Street Albany. Albany Booster Club. Albany Northeast Nodaway School Districts. And Printer New Shopper located in Albany. For myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst Brett Williams, so long, good night, and have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving.